Spence.
The only bad thing about a 47. Control?
Yeah. Damn, that went out.
Alright, mother truckers, what's up? BP Hero back at you again. You know the deal. Out here hitting with my guy Brian and a familiar face some of you might have seen in a few videos last year, my man Spencer. He's been one of our day one guys. Ever since his BP Hero stuff started up, he's been there. So I really enjoy the fact that I'm able to get him on the channel here and there. Lefties make everything look easier anyway, and Spencer makes it look that much easier on top of that. Guy can absolutely stroke. It's crazy how easy he makes this stuff look. So we're glad to have him out shooting these reviews with us. What we're swinging today is the Easton Limited Edition POW. Out here on a good old baseball field, 325 in left, 350 basically in the gaps. That was the way this field is built. And then 315 down the right field line. And as you may have guessed it, and as you can hear, the wind is just gusting in pretty much the entire time from the left field foul pole basically straight in on top of us. Not many righties in the county are getting a ball out of here, and it was kind of demoralizing too because this bat hit well, and we hit several balls in like the 325, 330 range, but with the wind blowing in and this big ass field, you're not going to see any righties hitting anything out of here today. We are hitting our usual mix of the Evil BP 52 Pluses, 52 300 game balls, Evil BP Rockets, Dudley Thunder Z and Pro M's, and some Evil NSA Icons mixed in as well. Nothing out of the norm there. And sticking with the theme that we've been doing this year, just kind of reading a few specs off the website and then talking about the bat a little bit. This is a Headbanger Sports exclusive. This colorway is only available at Headbanger Sports. This features a 12 3/4 inch barrel, and it is a two-piece. And this one is available in 25, 26, and 27 ounce. And this exclusive has full ounce weightings instead of the traditional half sizes that the POW usually comes in. And a little bit more on that in a minute. This bat does feature the Fireflex barrel technology, which is different from the Easton thing that we swung, which has the multi-triple wall insert design. So as far as I know, these are two different barrels. I just figured I'd clarify that before someone asked. This features Easton's CXN Max connection technology, which eliminates vibration in the handle of the bat to provide what they think is some of the best in-class feel. And the site says half ounce-ish for inload with this optimized player weighting. And kind of taking that for what we will and swinging this thing, we did feel this bat was probably closer to a full ounce of inload. It drove the ball really well. It wasn't too heavy or uncontrollable or anything like that. But if you like a big inload and you like the Easton POW, this is definitely something you got to check out. And this bat is approved for USSSA, NSA, and ISA play. So just a couple things that we noticed like right off the rip was after swinging the Easton thing and then swinging this, we did feel like these are definitely two different barrels. Obviously, you know, you had the multi-triple wall insert design. Barrel technology is what they consider the Easton thing, and then this features the Fireflex barrels. And this feel and feedback and initial performance, this thing definitely was better. And the one we're swinging in this video here is a 27 ounce. It was manageable, but let you know it was there and did a really good job of driving the ball. Even through the wind, we were still able to poke some balls pretty well into that strong wind. So that's how I kind of knew there was a little bit more drive behind this thing than what we would expect normally. With some of that stuff out of the way, let's head over to the scale, the compression tester, and then we'll come back to the field and tell you what we thought of this thing.
Good round, Spence.
On a scale, this thing came in right on the money at 27 ounces, and the compression testing doing the wrapper has this thing just a little over 280, which did kind of catch my attention. Seemed like it might have been a little bit high, but after about the 100 swings we put on this thing, it was coming in at 265. And considering the Easton thing that we also reviewed with the same balls, with about the same amount of swings, was basically on the line of passing or failing, it is looking like this is going to be something that's more up the alley of the guys that do need a bat to pass compression. With this stuff out of the way, let's head back to the field, and I'll tell you where this thing ranks against the rest of these bats we've reviewed this year. So you'd be kind of crazy to argue that before the stamp change that took effect last year, Easton was just about top-notch as far as performance goes. And when the stamp change hit, they had some bats that were decent, they had some bats that were kind of lackluster, so we weren't really sure what to expect going into this review. But I will say this was a pleasant surprise, especially after swinging last year's Eastons. They weren't terrible, but they just had a little bit to go to be what I would consider like top-tier, top-notch performance type of stuff. And if this is any sign of what the rest of them are going to be like, then they've definitely got it figured out. Anytime I can hit a ball 325 into the wind, something's going right. We really enjoyed the performance out of this thing. The 12 3/4 inch barrel was still pretty easy to use. The end load made it super easy to drive a ball, almost foolproof at times. Quick break in, that's always got to be a plus these days. Really, we just felt like you couldn't lose with this thing. So for those reasons that I just listed, this is going to be something that you definitely got to have in the bag.
That's what that was.
So in order to get one in your bag, make sure you hit up yours truly. I can help you out, get you some good pricing on this thing, as well as anything else that's on the headbangersports.com website. Big thanks to Headbanger Sports for making this review possible. Big thanks to Spencer and Brian for coming out and hitting with this thing. Looking forward to doing a lot more BP this summer with this gang. Thanks to you guys for stopping in and checking out the video. I am going to hush up and let you check out the rest of our rounds from this thing, so swing hard in case you hit it. BP Hero, we'll catch you in the next one.
Love it. That's shit on. Good ball. Way to finish. Gap for days.
Anything any harder?